Background courtesy of Photographs of a Mad Richard. Link in the description.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I feel a little weird doing this at the moment, but people have requested I do another public service announcement or health advice. My last one being, change your dang underwear. Seems pretty simple. This one is keep your shoes clean. Now I have here, these are my Z-grade shoes. What does that mean? These are work shoes. I have multiple work shoes. These are supposedly the worst quality shoes that I can wear. You'll see they look almost brand new. Sole's a little beat up. The insole's missing. And, you know, whereas I probably should throw these in the wash. Because, yes, I wash my shoes. What I will do with my work shoes, with my tennis shoes, with my workout shoes, not all shoes, but these type of shoes, is I will actually put them in the wash with towels. Okay? I wash 4 towels at a time. You lay 4 towels down in the washing machine. Take your shoes, put them in, lay 2 towels on top, and then you wash them. You can dry them. I don't recommend it in the dryer. They may knock the dryer open, but you don't want to do any more than 2 shoes at a time. You can do 1 shoe if you're doing a lot of towels, that's fine. But then what do you do with them now they're wet? And as you said, don't put them in the dryer. Well, the first thing you want to do is, like bowling shoes, there's foot spray. You know. And this is antifungal spray designed to keep your shoes itch-free, because if your shoes get itchy, this is a problem. I actually had a pair of boots that I had worn. They were duty boots. And I wore the same duty boots every day for months. And then there was the financial crisis, and I was out of work for like 8 months. And I didn't wear my duty boots. Then I put them on again after all that time. Got a foot fungus. So if you're storing shoes for a long time, you do want to spray them for fungus. That's just is something you do. You know, look, when I was a young man and I had 1 pair of boots, I'd throw them out every year. By the time I threw them out, my feet stank so bad that my laundry could stink up my entire bedroom. Okay? And it was the socks I was wearing with the shoes. I also had terrible, ugly feet and calluses. Now, the other thing I recommend is ShamWow. And these are brand new. Just got them off Amazon. It's very simple. You just roll them up, stick them in the shoe, and roll them over. Okay, this will help preserve the shape of the shoe and ensure that the interior of the shoe dries, which will mean that you can wear the shoe more often and keep the bacteria level down. So your shoes, they won't smell as bad. And also, you know, because I went out there, and these are... my cats are causing trouble. These are New Balance 601 or 608s. Yes. And I buy a bunch of New Balance 608s. I work every day, so you don't want to flies. You don't want to wear the same shoes more than 2 days in a row for smell reasons, for health reasons. So, you know, once you pack these things, you know they're not the shoes you wore. Yes, they're not going to be the shoes you wear tomorrow, you know. And in addition, I mean, you'll note that I have elastic laces on here. I have elastic laces on here because I've never been any good at tying laces. My laces come undone. Velcro makes me look like an idiot. So I never have to tie these laces You could tighten them. There's a pressure switch, you could tighten them, and that's all you ever need. And that also ensures, these elastics ensure that the shoe moves with the foot. Okay? Your shoe moving with the foot is what you want. Your shoe moving independent of the foot is what you don't want. Because shoes moving independent of the, there are flies in here. Shoes moving independent of the foot causes blisters. So this will give me a very nice snug shoe to foot. And it's just you pack them and you dry them in order to prevent them from getting moldy, getting your foot fungus. And there are different styles of these elastic laces. That's one way. This is the black and white lace. I generally use the solid black lace, but I buy colored laces and black laces, and then I will replace either the end nub or the pressure with a colored one in order to be able to tell which shoes are which. And then in here, I try to write the date I started wearing the shoes, which will give me an idea of how old they are. All right? So, yeah, you know, I'm a guy. I have multiples of the same shoe. If you do this with your shoes, it's harder for, like, I have actually done it. I have actually gotten 2 left shoes and gone to work wearing 2 left shoes because I didn't put my shoes on at home. I put them on at work, and when I got there, I had no choice but to spend a 12-hour shift wearing 2 left shoes. I mean, it sucked. Okay? So, yeah. I mean, these shoes, these are my oldest pair at the moment. I may have older pairs. I'm cleaning up my house. It's a wreck. But, you know, I am going to have a reserve pair of shoes that I keep in my car just in case something happens, because I've been in situations where I once came to work and one of my cats had took a dump on my shoe and it dried, so I had a dried cat dump covering this. It was cat diarrhea, and then here it was, you know. So yeah, that wasn't good. So yeah, these are the shoes. I am going to wear them to work tonight. And just so happens I got a brand new pair of shoes and my cats took a dump on them. They somehow got the box open and took a dump on them. So I'm going to have to wash those as well. And then once I wash them, I'm going to have to strip out the laces. I'm going to have to replace them with these. And then I'm going to have to properly store them. So there you have it. Anyway, a look into my life and a comment regarding my shoes. Incidentally, most jock itch comes from a man handling his feet and then handling his junk. So, yeah, wash those hands after handling your shoes, and wash your hands before you handle your junk. Good advice. I'm Richard.
Danger Ducky says it is now time for you to comment, like, and subscribe, and support this channel so we can do things like save the world by removing trash from the ocean, planting trees, and feeding orphans. Danger Ducky approves.